My mother has coronavirus. As hard as it was for me to find out about this, I spoke to several doctors throughout the last couple of days to get a better idea of what's going on. What the doctors told me is that what this virus does, it creates a lot of mucus in your lungs, okay? And most patients, their breathing issue is that they have like 10 to 20 capacity of air by themselves. So you need 80, so the 80-90%, patients need a respirator to be able to breathe at all. So that's why it's such a deadly thing, because the doctor was explaining to me that the ammonia, it actually does not cover up the lungs that much. It's probably close to like 30-40% of mucus in your lungs when you have ammonia. The virus goes to 80, so that's why it's very deadly when someone has it. However, what's really important for me to explain here as well is that it also has to do with your immune system. So the respirator is helping her, but it really comes down to her immune system, whether it improves or not. So what's going on with my mom is that they're going to start decreasing the oxygen levels, and it looks like the longer she stays calm, the longer that she can recover. Her immune system is actually developing better. So just keep in mind that here in Happy Science, we actually have a lecture how to increase your immunity, and believe it or not, Master called it first before even doctors can really express this knowledge, you know? And it's amazing that it really just comes down to immune system. So don't be afraid of the coronavirus. It's more about your immune system. If you feel that your immune system is a little weak, then watch the lecture. If you feel like your immune system is strong, watch the lecture. And do whatever you can for your health. But if you end up having it, do not be afraid of it. Because what fear does in the body, biologically, it actually makes you shorter of breath. So if you get anxiety, like my mom had anxiety and then we have to calm her down real quick. Anxiety, fear, any of those emotions, they actually make it harder for you to breathe. So it's very, very important for you to stay calm. It's very important for you to be able to breathe big breaths as much as you can, even if you have it. So that's what's really important. She was in a really bad condition for 2 weeks. In one of those weeks I was looking over her and she just wasn't recovering at all. She had a lot of trouble breathing, was not feeling well, a lot of malaise. I laugh now, but I was pretty scared and I was like crying. I was like constantly crying over and over because I couldn't believe it. I was shaking. She was tested positive. And this was right after I took the Kegon. So I was like, okay, what's happening? All right, but I took the Kegon, so it's gonna be okay. I had full faith that the Kegon was going to help her regardless of the results. So either way, we went forward. And even after taking the Kegon, I prayed consistently that she was going to be fine. And I also wrote in my Kegon that I will admit to you guys that I was going to throw my negative past my mom away. I want a positive relationship with my mother. So I said, throw it away. I don't need it. I just want her happy. And look where she is. Like after a couple of days, her in ICU and not breathing very well. She was very reliant on her respirator. She was only had 10% oxygen by herself. But yeah, like just the constant prayers and she was good. I'm like, I still can't believe it. She was good. You know, like this is crazy. The reason why I can't even believe in myself, it's like people in her condition. She is 67 years old. She has diabetes. She has high blood pressure. She has anxiety and depression. She even had a large heart. The doctors also found out during her diagnosis, which also doesn't help with your breathing issues and asthma. She had recovered in 8 days. Most patients are not recovering that fast. People keep telling me like 8 days, that's insane. 8 days? I can't express how much gratitude I have. Like to have my mom and to even hear my nephew like talking to mom while she was at home, like, wow, like we almost lost you. So we're gonna attempt to like see you more. Like just to hear that change from my family as well. It's like, wow, like we're very grateful that she's alive. We're gonna do better to be there for her. You know what I mean? So like, even though this was such a painful situation, I think it's actually gonna bring my family closer. My family has never been super close. They try to be close, and you know, it gets weird sometimes, but I think they're really gonna try now. So I want to at least express that if Master gives us a weapon, a Kigan, a lecture, take it very seriously, please. Use it and help my mother, who I did not have the most positive relationship with. I told God I was willing to throw away the negativity and for her to be okay, and she's cooking and she's happy and she feels normal again. But yeah, like, if Master gives us something, please use it for anybody. Does not matter who, does not matter how you feel about them, does not matter, it doesn't matter where you are with them. Just believe that these things work in happy science. Happy science has the cure. Happy science has the strategy to defeat the coronavirus. And I 100% believe this. So I hope my testimony can give you motivation and positivity and belief that Alcantara is willing to help anybody. It does not matter who. It does not matter where they came from. And I also want to offer my gratitude to all of you, because I would have not gone through this by myself. No way. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening to my testimony, and be well, and please use these weapons of light. They're so powerful. Thank you.